video player, which again still couldn't figure out where it was coming from. We had a video player just went rogue and just started playing out of nowhere. It was overlapping the live stream, and I was able to reset my phone and then go in and basically uh, reset the computer to figure out exactly where it was coming from. We were able to track it down. All right, so let's talk about this nonsense right here. So anyway, Jamie's responding back by saying it has nothing to do with him. Actually, it does have a lot to do with you. Because again, if someone takes your company and sticks it next to an evil image such as this, or something, like something that basically at the end of the day that supports hate, this at the end of the day is going to taint your business. If this was stuck to my business the days I was Caucasian, and this was basically something that popped up on a thumbnail with my company's name attached to it, this would be extremely bad for me. The reason why it's also bad for you, Jamie, because this fellow talks about you quite a lot in the video demonstrations. He also is he slanders us through the entire demonstration, but he constantly praises you. So you knew this video was here. You knew this thumbnail was here. And it has your business right next to it. Common sense, and anybody who has common sense in the day would not want to be affiliated with this. They would basically contact the person and say, look, I need you to remove this or change it to something else because this is a bad symbol and I don't want myself to be attached to it. But the fact that you allowed that to sit there for 5 years and did nothing, as this guy did multiple videos praising you, makes you at fault, and it does. You're Mexican at the end of the day. If someone had posted something evil about Mexicans and put that up there, you would have had that removed. Because again, that's something that slanders you, your family, and everybody else. So you would have went and had that removed. Why would you have something like that stay up there for 5 years and not question this person at the end of the day? You're going to say you didn't know, and this guy made multiple videos towards you, and you didn't know that thumbnail actually existed? You did know it existed. And again, stating that he's African American doesn't make it better. It makes it actually much worse because even he knows what that symbol stands for. So this is Crow's reaction when we sent him the picture right here. This is his reaction. I told you, when Crow gets nervous, a lot of laugh emojis. Says it has nothing to do with him. This is how he's explaining it. Oh, it has nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything wrong. So and so and so. Dude, you have a customer who has your company's name next to it with a symbol of hatred behind it. So yes, it has plenty to do with you because it's your responsibility to have this removed. And because you didn't have it removed and it sat there for 5 years, shows that you support this nonsense. Keep in mind, as I told you before, we have received colorful email from Jamie. Jamie carried on in a room with a bunch of African Americans and got upset because they wouldn't believe that the channel that he created to basically make it seem like he was us at the end of the day and they wouldn't feed into it, he became very hostile. Now, these gentlemen requested where you lived at because they wanted to basically come and see you eye to eye and see if you share the exact same opinion that you shared on Instagram. Right over, let's see, fake account. There we go, right here. There's a fake account you made of me, right there. Why in the world would I make an account and say I'm a scammer, con man, who makes fake videos? This is you at the end of the day. One in there, this is your handiwork right there. That's your custom handiwork that you do. So why in the world would I come in and make a demonstration of me posting this to begin with and walk in and do something like that? This is where you got hot and tempered with these fellows on there and you felt the need to go in and get nasty with them, and they wanted to know exactly where you live at so they can have a conversation with you at the end of the day to see if you share the same opinion that you had online. Very nasty individual. So again, like I said, more proof of how you carry yourself at the end of the day. But there's no excuse at the end of the day for this nonsense, Jamie. If anybody, and I mean anybody, at the end of the day would have posted anything with a customer with my name next to a symbol like this, they're definitely going to either have to remove it or get sued at the end of the day. You allowed this hatred to go on and didn't do anything about it. Ah. So you sit there in the room and say, hey, I don't support this. This has nothing to do with me. It has plenty to do with you. Let's come over here and let's see if we can find a video that doesn't have any form of movies attached to it. Listen to the first couple of minutes of this video. All right, let me pause this for a minute. I think I pulled out my speakers when I couldn't figure out where the sound was coming from. Here we go. Guy mentions your name right there in the middle of the videos.
Okay, guys. Guess what? It's your boy, Mr. Tech Guy 81. You know, giving you guys a little gift right here from my buddy, Mr. Crow 1176.
Mention your name right there, Crow 1176, in the video. Let's go over and look at the videos. These are all videos right here where he talks about you multiple times in these videos, where he supported you multiple times in these videos. There's your name right there for Crow. There's your name right there again for Crow. There's your name again for Crow. There's your name again for Crow. This is multiple times. Matter of fact, this is 5 months ago. This right here is 4 months ago, right there. This over here is another 4 months ago. So, Mr. Tech Guy, you are floating around, are you not? Well, it won't be hard to track you at the end of the day. Because again, I don't know why you being an African American would basically use a thumbnail like that to begin with as a form of, I don't know. I don't know why you would use it to begin with. You're supposed to be African American. I don't know why you would support something like that or even basically entertain something like that. So let's see what we have here. How do we know he's African American?
This is a real B&H customer story.
Okay, we checked all 4 systems and we're keen with a go.
Hey, you guys, this is your buddy right here. Review of that NutriBullet juicer, NutriBullet juice extractor, or NutriBullet juice.
You're African American. African American that displayed a white supremacist KKK sign with a burning cross. That doesn't make you better, it makes you far worse because you should know exactly what that symbol stands for, and the fact that you're affiliated with that makes that extremely bad. So that's how we knew he's African American. But that's real nice at the end of the day. Basically to have a symbol such like that, full of that kind of hatred. What's the last video you did? 1 year ago. This is 2 years ago. Let me see what we have here. All these videos are literally in the dark. Well, that's definitely normal. Yeah, because he has to be in the dark. Can't use this stuff in a fully lit environment because the screen paint doesn't work. That's how we know you're African American.
I'm adding a little bit of ice cold water. That's the right consistency. What do you think? What do you think? It's too thick, right? So let me know.
Yeah, these are all your products right here, Jamie. So you knew at the end of the day that this guy right here had that symbol for the longest time right there. There's right there, Crow's Metallica mix right there. This is all you.
Sometimes the eggs goes in the batter. Traditionally, Korean food, we don't have many.
See what makes this worse, Jamie, at the end of the day is the fact that that's a symbol I would have never affiliated with my business or my company at the end of the day. Even had my name
Right
attached
here
to it.
from my buddy, Mr. Crow 1176.
Mr. Crow 1176. This is going to hurt you pretty bad. And I mean really bad, it's going to hurt you. Because again, this symbol that he has right here represents a very deep, deep hatred. At the end of the day,
If it goes out, no
African American community doesn't smile upon this kind of stuff lightly. We don't. Especially for this gentleman being a African American and knowing what this stands for and still posting this is really bad for him also too. You had this guy on your account for 5 years. Throughout the entire video, he talks about nothing but you. You say anything nice for me, slanders me the entire time while I'm in there. And you knew this thumbnail was here. And you could have removed that thumbnail and say, hey, look, I don't want that affiliated with my product. I don't want that affiliated with my company. Can you please remove that? Anybody else would have had that removed. You know how people are sensitive about that burning cross right there? Who was it? It was Madonna or was it Michael Jackson? I think it was Madonna. Yeah, Madonna is the one who did Like a Prayer, something she did. It was a commercial. No, it was a video she did. And there were burning crosses in it. I think that was Like a Prayer, they had burning crosses. And she lost some major serious contracts pulled away from her because of the simulation of the burning cross. So we know what kind of people support you at the end of the day. We do, 100%. People who buy that product and basically support this nonsense, we know exactly who you are and what you do. You can sit there and laugh in the room, take it as a joke and says, hey, I got nothing to do with this, nothing to do with that. Guy knows you crystal clear. There's a ton of videos in there talking about you. He mentioned your name in the first title of the video, Crow 1176, and his thumbnail has a picture of the KKK with a burning cross sitting behind it.
Not sweet at all. Very savory. It's the vegetables in Korea are outstanding.
Now, sorry people if I got a little upset because again, that symbol right there burns deep. As I said before, I don't know what's going to happen when you pop up for court. I'm going to leave it at that. Because again, if I touch you, I get sued, but I can't say for the rest. And they're triggered. They are definitely triggered. I'm much more calmer, but they're not. You should have had that removed off your site altogether. You probably thought it was funny at the end of the day to have that KKK and white that at the end of the day, that'd be funny at the end of the day, right? That'll come back and bite you in the face big time. All right, well, that's basically about it, people. I'm going back to work at the end of the day. I got to pray on stuff like this, Jamie. I got to pray real hard on stuff like this. I know where you live at. You know that, right? And I got to pray real hard. Every night I got to pray. Tell the Lord to take Satan out of my head. Because there are days, man, that things pop up in my head. And I'm really honest, as honest can be with you, that I feel like popping up at your front door. Because you do some real dirty stuff at the end of the day. And thank God that I can sit back, give this to God, and walk away from this. It's going to take everything I got when I see your face, when you go to court, to keep from knocking your teeth out. It's going to take everything I got. I pray that the Lord is on my side that day, and he keeps me under control. Even when you walk away from that courthouse, it's going to take a lot. You're a sick individual. You need help at the end of the day. And that's what I'm going to pray the Lord to find that he gives you some help, because that's what you need at the end of the day. You got problems. This nonsense should never have been affiliated to begin with. You can talk it all day long on your channel and say, hey, Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. No, you're not supposed to have anything like this affiliated with your business. That makes you a sick individual. Man, unbelievable. Let me get back over here. I got things to do. Get out of this hatred nonsense. You know how we found this, right? Going into his site, doing the copy and paste for the product he has over here. He changed over at the last minute. Committing scams. That's how we found it. Because he came in here, he changed his product out at the last minute and tried to make this product seem like it was a real product, but it's not real. It's actually still fake. And actually doing a copy and paste, that's how we were able to pull up that disturbing image.
Savory pancake, a little crispy, a little crunchy, you know, a little sweet, a little spicy. I mean, it had all.
You can sit there and say, hey, this guy accused me of being a racist and I'm not. Dude, again, you knew the guy talks about you quite a bit in the videos. If you knew this was on the thumbnail, and I'm pretty sure you knew it was, you should have had him removed it off right away. Especially when he's talking about you. I'd have sat there and said from the door, man, don't affiliate my name and anything with that thumbnail. Under our contracts that we have with our company, if somebody goes in and does exactly what this guy did, he would have been sued. right from the door.
Everyone, this is David Hoffman from David's Been Here.
Within our contract, if it shows anything about animal abuse, abuse on women, abuse on children, basically racial slurs, any of that stuff, at the end of the day, this is an automatic breach of contract and a lawsuit. Because we don't want this stuff affiliated with our business or resembling our business. We don't want to be anywhere around it. And the fact that you have this here like this, and this guy's praising your name in here, not good. In fact, he's African American, even worse. That shows you the kind of people you do business with in the day versus ours.
First stop here in the museum is the third
Guys got some serious problems.
and crafts. And yeah, we're gonna learn all the history of South Korea. And my friend Angela right here, she knows all the history, right? You know it all.
And Mr. Tech Guy,
2,000 years.
sees that your last video was 4 months ago, which means that you are active. And that means you ain't hard to track.
Look at this.
So, since you did stick my name in this with this mess at the end of the day, I'm going to track you, buddy. I will. And I'm going to drag your behind right in court for basically attaching my name to this freaking hatred nonsense at the end of the day. Gonna pay for that in a big way. That's you, Jamie. See you in court real soon. I'm sorry, in courts with an S, because we're suing you multiple times. Freaking sicko. Unbelievable. Yeah, don't make eye contact with me. Like I said, it's gonna take everything I got. It's interesting. I know where you live at, buddy, and I can post you right now to some places that will come down and take care of you today. But I'm not that type of person at the end of the day. You're lucky I'm not like you. I'm gonna give this to God, because that's where it needs to go to right now. Coward. Can't stand freaking cowards.
Okay, this is the Pensacola Sakura, and it goes back to the Three Kingdoms period in Korea.